Hey Johnny, so this is what the Routific front page will look like. As you can see, up here it says all projects. This is everything that we've been doing, over the last few months. Here on the left side, this is where you can get to all projects, customer profiles. We really don't need that with what we do, or customer notifications. But the one thing down here is this one here, your account. You can kind of modify your account. And then help, you can always get help there as well. And this is important too, tutorials if mine doesn't work for you, okay? But what we're going to do for you, we'll start right here with start new project. We'll name it, let's name it Johnny Sample, okay? We'll start it for tomorrow because today's almost over. And then it'll pop up to this screen. Okay, you got your map here. And this is a list of information that you may need. Okay, so you can add a stop individually, one by one. Add a stop with advanced settings. It will ask you different various settings like time between each stop and location of where to drop off a package, that kind of thing, which we don't do. But what I have been using is upload a list of stops. Okay, and before we do this, though, I will show you right up here, drivers. You can alter this if you had multiple drivers. I'll go ahead and click it. It's me and you, and they just determine who's going to be the driver for that particular route. Okay, so we'll go back to stops, upload a list of stops. This blue box will pop up. You can drag and drop, which we'll do. So I'll minimize here. And I already set it, the Excel sheet that we did earlier, right to the side. So I'll go ahead and bring it over, add it. Okay, we'll expand again. And all those columns at the very top of our Excel sheet that we labeled, that's what gets auto-populated here, okay? And you can manipulate this to have it auto-populate whatever you want. This is just how I like to organize things and how I've sent you routes. Okay, so everything will show a match for the ones I have auto-populated. Latitude, longitude, obviously those aren't there because it's not necessary for us. And you can see other types of information that you can put in here. That I have not added to the route, okay, for our paperwork that we take to the field. If you want to add something, you just use this bar here, click it. You can label it whatever you want, and then it'll add it to this list. You just got to make sure your Excel sheet matches whatever you type here, okay? So I'll hit done, and as you see, it's all uploaded. Here's the 102 inspections right here. All right, so what I'll do next is come over here to optimize route. Might take a second. Okay, and with a lot of inspections like this, it'll go over a 24-hour period. So when it does that, it doesn't map the ones that are past 24 hours in the one day. So what you have to do is just acknowledge that you understand that. You come down here where it says for schedule all. So you're going to tell the map that you want to schedule all of them regardless. So we'll for schedule, confirm you're for scheduling it, and then it's going to reroute it with the inspections that it left off that went past that 24-hour period. Okay. This may take a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so we're not wasting time just sitting here and wait for it to repopulate, and I'll come right back on. Okay, we are back. It did finally auto-populate everything. This is just another notification that is telling you that it was scheduled for all the stops. Just gotta say got it. Alright, so these are the 102 that you have scheduled. Okay, I'm not going to manipulate the the routes or the addresses very much here because when I looked at it, it's somewhat in a good order, depending on what you have going on. The only one I'm going to manipulate, I'm going to zoom in here, is this one here. We've had this one before. This is on the back side of La Cresta, but they want to put it in with that gated community that's in here. So that's number 35. So if I click it, okay, it'll bring up the information that we've used for their Excel sheet here. But what's more important, it'll highlight down here which one it is, the purple one. Okay, so as you can see, you have 33, 34. It says to go here 35, and this is probably a double inspection, 36, 37. But what we want to do is we want to put 35 after these. So we want this to be 38. So the way we do that is, we'll use the hand, use your right clicker, grab it, and we are going to move it. Let's see here, 35, 36, 37, and it's 38 right there. And it's rerouting. Let's see. There's 36, 37, 38. Okay, so it put us at 34. This is 35, 36. And then we're going to get out of that gated community, go up to La Cresta. You could either change these, the order of these, to hit these first if you want to. But the way we just did it now is just to put it here at 37 and then come back through La Cresta and get the rest of these as we go to the top side of La Cresta and then into Deleuze for Temecula with these other ones as we drop back into Temecula. Okay, you could always X out of this so you can see your whole map. But that's how you input your Excel sheet into a map here. Again, if you want to manipulate which stops you go to, you can see as I'm putting my cursor over these stops, it is highlighting the pin for each house, so you can know exactly where you're at with that as you are trying to manipulate the route. And again, you can zoom in to move inspections to different areas. Again, this is 102 inspections, so whenever you have this many, it doesn't, in my opinion, maximize the route in the best way all the time. I feel like if it's under 40 inspections, it always does. But when it's over 100, it kind of just puts them into clumps of areas. So it just depends how you want to use it. You can play with a little bit, but it does start here at your house. And you start up here with your first few inspections over by like Dorothy McElhenney Middle School, that area. And as you can see, you finish right here. And that is going to be like off of Poroy Road. And let's see here, Poro Road and State of Brothers, all that stuff's right here. Okay, so it kind of gives you a big loop of where you're going. All right. Just to give you a heads up, these are those inspections that are out in that far area that I've told you about once before. These are Murrieta zip codes out here. There is no connection from La Cresta to there. You have to go through Lake Elsinore and go up the Ortega Highway to get to these spots. Okay, so I'm not sure how you're going to want to map those or when you're going to want to do those, but just know that that's in your queue right now for inspections to be completed. Okay. Now to finish it up, since we have it all mapped out, we come over here, and it's very simple. As long as you have your Routific drivers assigned, okay, right here, it has your drivers assigned. You can edit, delete. If you go to your profile, right here, you can add more drivers. Okay, as long as you have the right one clicked. I'm going back to stops. We're here back at our map. Okay, we'll continue routing because I did jump out of here to go to drivers and stops. So continue routing. All right, so this is going to be a route that I'm going to send to you. If you want to use it, you can. If you don't want to use it and you want to do your own, you're going to be able to do that as well. You just got to, like I said, get that Routific account, which I think is very helpful. I'll go ahead and click dispatch to drivers. Okay, it's going to notify one driver. That's you, as I showed you earlier. You're checked off. And then lastly, you just want to publish the route. Okay, If you see here, dispatch status, we're ready for dispatch. So right now you don't have it. 102 stops to Johnny. This is the number it's going to go to, so hopefully the cell phone number is correct still. I'll hit publish to routes. Routes are being dispatched. Okay. This is for live tracking if you wanted to upgrade your service. I don't have this. This basically would tell me, where in the route you are at a given point. Companies probably like FedEx and Amazon and all those type of companies probably use this to make sure their packages are getting to where they need to be on time. But I don't have this service, but you're more than welcome to upgrade your account if you want to. So not now. And that is it. That's how you add your route to Routific, and that's how you send it to your phone that you can use in the Routific app. Okay. I'm going to send this to you, the Excel sheet as well, so you feel free to use this route that we just created, or if you get your Routific account, go ahead and use the Excel sheet and upload it to your Routific account to create your own customized route. Okay. I hope that helped.